that video stopped in between. So I am continuing from the word where I left, in the manner or within the range of considers normal for a human being. This is the definition of disability by WHO. Now we will discuss about disorder. Disorder is usually used for mental disabilities. Disorder is an ailment which disturb the health of a individual. Most probably disorder creates hindrance in the hindrance in the performance and efficiency of a individual. In the beginning, disorder looks like a very normal or very small, but after some time it becomes very harmful for an individual. Most probably disorders are not detected. As a result, they after some time they change into disability. In simple words, we can say that disorder is a condition in which does not allow a person to live a normal life. Now we will discuss about the types of disability. Disability occurs to an individual in many ways. It may be by birth or it may occur in a person during his lifetime. Mainly, there are three types of disabilities. Number one, cognitive disability. Number two, intellectual disability, and number three, physical disability. So first of all, we will discuss about the cognitive disability. In cognitive disability is a disorder that creates obstruction in the store, which creates obstruction of an individual to store, process and produce the information. This disability can affect the individual's ability or capability to read, and reading and writing. This disability can affect the reading and writing of a person. So it can be said that this is a invisible disability. It means simply by seeing a person, you cannot say that this particular person is suffering from cognitive disability. There are some types of symptoms of cognitive disability. There are some symptoms of cognitive disability, which are: number one, memory disorder. In memory disorder, a person does not remember what he has read, what he has listened, what he has seen some time before. This is known as memory disorder. Second is hypertension. In hypertension, an individual cannot concentrate on a particular thing or a particular activity for a longer time. He keeps changing his place frequently. He is not able to pick or learn the thing because he is not able to concentrate on that activity or the topic which is being taught to him or her. Then comes dyslexia. Dyslexia is also a part of cognitive disability. It affects the reading and writing of a person. So, it was cognitive disability. Second disability comes intellectual disability. It is a disability characterized by significant limitations of both the intellectual functioning, learning, problem solving and reasoning, and adaptive behavior, which covers a range of everyday social and practical skills of a individual. This disability is related to process thought and learning, reasoning, problem solving and judgment, etc. It also includes physiotherapy, which is a social disability of an individual, which includes behavior, emotions and thinking. Intellectual disability began in an individual before 18 years of age. Now come third disability, that is physical disability. Physical disability is a limitations of an individual to physical movement, mobility and stamina. Other impairments like sleep order and blindness and respiratory disorders. They are also the part of physical disability. This physical disability can be divided into two parts. One is motor deficiency and second is respiratory impairments. It also includes the damage of brain pre, during and after birth and due to a stroke. Respiratory impairment means the impairment of hearing and visual impairments. This first one, motor deficiency is related to spinal cause, which may paralyze one or all limbs like hand and legs. So in simple word, a physical disability is one that affects the normal life, normal function and normal mobility of a individual. So this is the these were the types of disability. In my next video, I'll discuss about the other points of chapter number 4.